It was because she was afraid. Billie let the host at the cafe know that she'd be right back and ran out the front door to where Rhonda, no doubt, stood. "You aren't serious!" She balked when she spotted her friend. Rhonda was on the side of the building, leaning around to peer through the front window. "You don't understand. That group, those people," Rhonda stammered, and turned away from the window, her back flat against the brick exterior. "I know good and well you aren't scared of socializing. Why don't you want to see them?" Billie asked. "Who are they?" "They're all hairdressers," Rhonda explained. "I somehow forgot that every year during the bridal convention, they flock to the island like a bunch of crazed maniacs." "Is it possible you're exaggerating?" Billie tried not to laugh at the look on Rhonda's face. "I most certainly am not. Every hairdresser from the mainland comes here this week. They claim it's to try to help customers, but all they end up doing is poaching clients from the island. I know I'm not cutting hair anymore, but it fires me up every time I see them. And not only that, they're also the biggest gossip hounds you'll ever meet. Trust me when I say you don't want anything to do with them." "First of all," Billie put her hand on Rhonda's arm, "I don't plan on having anything to do with them. I picked us out 2 seats at the counter, so we don't even need to look their way. And second of all, you don't cut hair anymore. You've moved on to other things. And whatever any of those people have to say shouldn't affect you in the least. They can't take your clients anymore. And if they want to give you a hard time, we can find a way to banish them from the event entirely." "Really? You think we could get away with that?" Rhonda asked, suddenly perking up. Billie shook her head and laughed. "Of course we aren't going to banish people, but you and I both know that the only official hair vendor is from the island. Unless these people plan on overtaking the place, I think it'll be fine. Now let's forget all that and go inside. My coffee is getting cold, and you know how I feel about soggy muffins." It was Rhonda's turn to groan. "Fine, I'll go, but I'm not happy about it." The women walked inside, and Rhonda did her best to hide her face from the group in the center of the cafe. She slid onto the high-top chair with ease and didn't even turn her head in the slightest. In fact, she did her very best to cover her face. She looked more like a fugitive than the head of the community center on the island. As they ate, Billie told Rhonda about her ideas for the convention. For the first time, she wasn't nervous. She was busy and life was hectic, but she wasn't afraid to participate. Ever since she'd started her food truck business, one thing or another had gone wrong. But not this time. She had a great set of managers for her first 2 trucks, and she was raring to go. Nothing was going to stop her from succeeding. Rhonda quickly finished up her muffin and took out her phone. "Sorry, I know you don't like it when I work and chat, but I wanted to check my calendar. It's going to be a busy week down at the community center, and I don't want to forget anything important." "It's fine," Billie said. She had plenty of her own work to do, but she'd promised herself she was going to do some self-care before she really got started on things. In the past 4 months, she'd been through a lot. She'd moved across the country, started a taco truck, dealt with 2 murders that were much too close to home, planned and started a second food truck, and was now getting ready for a large bridal convention that she was barely ready for. But life was good, and she kept telling herself that any time she started to feel overwhelmed. A few minutes passed, and Billie saw someone headed their way. She nudged Rhonda to get her attention. "I'll be done in a second," Rhonda hissed. Billie nudged her again, this time a little harder. "Geez, I said I was—" Rhonda's eyes went wide and her jaw dropped. "Why didn't you tell me?" She glared at Billie. "I tried," Billie whispered, and turned in her chair to face the woman who was staring them down. "Hello," she said. The woman openly ignored her and kept her gaze on Rhonda. "Michelle," Rhonda said dryly. Michelle raised a brow. "You know, I said to myself,